Hi, all my friends. So, this past weekend, it's kind of a weird thing happened to me. Friday, Friday? Yeah, no, yeah, Friday. I was gonna get together with my friend Brian, and we're gonna, work on some music together. But I had a really bad pain in the back of my neck, and I didn't recognize it or think about it, what it was. I hadn't had this for many, many years, and when I did have it, it was always related to my monthly time. Um, and I guess what was happening is that my blood vessels were constricting. Um, and when I went to go look at my emails, I found myself moving the iPad because I couldn't see out of my right eye. Was sort of, there was something blurry, like something was missing, and I couldn't see the rest of the word, on the page. So I move it to try to see it, and I thought, oh, something's not right. So I cleaned my glasses. I was like rubbing my eyes and, trying to, wake myself up a little bit more, and that wasn't really working. And yet I had this, pain in the back of my neck. So I went to the eye doctor right away, and he took some pictures of my eyes. My eyes are healthy. So he thought, I think you might be having a migraine. And I'm like, migraine? I don't get migraines ever, And yeah, I'm in my 60s, and so I'm like, huh, And he goes, yeah, it should go away in a couple of hours, and if it doesn't, then there might be something else going on. We'll have to take a look at it. I'm like, oh, okay, And so, of course I prayed and asked the Lord to be with me. And we, in my family, my father and my brothers have a eye disease. And I thought, I wonder if I'm, was getting that as well. And thank the Lord, no, it was a migraine. So no stress, no coffee. Less coffee, much less coffee. And I enjoy my Folgers coffee all the time. I mean, not to advertise, but I love my coffee. And so I have to really, be careful, just have my 2 cups, that's it, rule. And my girlfriend, Kim, said that, oh, coffee just wipes her out, and I'm like, oh. It's the one thing that helps me to make it through my day sometimes. I do drink water, and I need to drink more of it and be more cognizant of that. So anyways, that's what happened. And so at the same time, then Saturday, just sort of out of the blue, Julie and I were by the guitar store, and went in, and I saw this, guitar. I've been wanting to get an acoustic electric for a while now. And so I, went ahead and wanted to, I was going to get something else, but there was something not quite right about it. So I was brought out the newer model, Grand Performance Cutaway Piaggio electric, guitar that I played Ventura Highway on. And I don't know if I can show this or not. Hang on. Oh, I have to turn it around. Okay, so let's see if you can see that guitar right there. Is that showing it? Yeah. Yeah. Can you see that? Yeah, there it is. Okay. So anyway, it is, it's got the volume and tone inside, and it has an enhancement button. I don't know what that does, but I just turned it, everything up. And then I have my little Fishman amp, and I've just sort of been playing with that. I'm not really good at futzing around with it yet, and I don't really like doing that necessarily. I want to just pick up the guitar and play it. That's why I love acoustic, and haven't been playing electric that much, because I don't like trying to come up with that sound. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm not quite sure. I'm not that sophisticated in knowing what I'm, supposed to be doing to get a certain sound or whatever. And I'll watch like different guitarists, like Marty Short's, for example. He'll say, well, to get that Les Paul, that bluesy sound, he's turning the knobs, and I'm like, you're speaking, a foreign language. I don't, what are you doing? How far up are you going? How many notches, and and if I hear something, I know what I'm hearing, but I'm not sure what, anyway, so. But with this, it's not so complicated, okay? It's really not that difficult for me yet. And so I'm still playing with the kind of, a sound that maybe I'm looking for. And there are some acoustic guitars that they'll use one particular amp, one particular pickup, one particular whatever, and then they get that sound that they want, and it's just, hits a sweet spot. And that's their sound. I haven't come to that yet. Okay, so anyway, so that's what's going on with that. But I did Ventura Highway, a little bit of it, and so you can hear the guitar and any pointers you may have. I've got a gain and a reverb on this baby, and some little button that you can push in or depress. That enhances or something. I'm not quite sure. The gain, I don't know. I don't know that much about it. I'll learn. Anyways, that's what's going on with that. And what else? And of course, I've been looking at tons of videos all about, like the geoengineering stuff that's going on. I just can't. I know that you and I are made of love, and we are all love. Everything that you see, it was made of love, okay? And even though we can't see the energy between the trees and the grass and ourselves, but knowing you and I breathe the same air, okay? And whatever they're putting in the air, aluminum, barium, strontium, titanium, all these metals are not good for our health. And I know that some of you don't believe in the geoengineering dumping that they're doing in our skies. But if you see the haze, you see the wispiness of the clouds not being normal looking at all. And I feel bad for kids who are growing up at this age. They don't know the difference. But you and I, my age, we know the difference between billowy, white, God-made clouds as opposed to these man-made yuck haze, white haze, in the sky. That's not normal, okay? I don't know how else to stress it to you. But that is geoengineered. And then 60 miles off of Ventura is a island called San Nicolas, okay? And it's owned by the military, and they've got an energy, a DEW, directed energy weapon, microwave weapon, okay? That they can send that microwave, and it can hit a drone or a plane, whatever, thousands, miles away, and catch it on fire and destroy its electrical, and it just takes a nosedive into the desert, into the water. They've done it on land and sea. And they use these weapons on ships and The Navy does. So whether they use that weapon to start the fires in California, I don't know. And so you ask why, because they want us to be moved into cities and called resilient cities, really resilient cities is more like it. According to StopTheCrime.net, Deborah Tavares, look her up, she's really good. She's an activist, and she's about my age too, so, or maybe older. And she and her husband had to go into hiding for 2.5 years, and then they've come back. So she's very brave to do what she's been doing, fighting against PG&E and Rothschilds and so forth. And she can explain it better than I can. And then, of course, you have planes. I'm looking at other young, bright minds who are really noticing, like airplanes, for example. If you look at the term airplane, aeroplane, okay, air flight, air travel, air, okay, right? The engines suck in air. They use a tiny bit of gas to deflect it out, to propel it forward. The engines are so sophisticated, they have all these little metal things on them. And we're thinking they're using all this fuel, that they've got fuel in the wings. If you had that much fuel that they're saying that they have, that'd be 2 tons on the wing, okay? There's no way that wing could manipulate and could actually take off with that much weight on it, okay? So we're being, again, lied to, all right? We're being lied to about how far away our sun is, how far away our moon is, that are we on a flat earth, or are we on a sphere? Are we on a concave earth? Are we on a, because we have NASA telling us, and I personally do not believe we've been to the moon. I've never believed that we went there because of the Van Allen belt that has all this. And if you listen, there's one guy, young man scientist talking for NASA, who goofs and says, we haven't been through this Van Allen belt yet, and so therefore we haven't been to the moon, And so there's a lot of catches that people have been able to get on video of these people, talking. And so, they're talking about, we're going to go to Mars. Baloney. We haven't even been to the moon. Hello, anyway, I just irks me. The flat earth kind of, the people, it just makes more sense to me because of the ice wall that we have in the Antarctic area, and how vast it is, and how we don't even know how far the plane goes. There's a map that shows what we would see on a globe, but then this ice sheet, and then other land masses, okay, that we don't even know exist. So that could be a possibility. So anyway, these are things that I've just been kind of listening to and going through and contemplating and listening to near-death experiences and how everything that we're to learn here, and think that things are changing since 2012 to now, that we are all about love, and that we need to learn that lesson to first love ourselves and not be so giving to others all the time, but first to love ourselves so that we can be more of a service to others. But you have to take care of yourself too first, okay? And then that helps you to obtain your goal, of being more of a loving being, and to know that we share the air and the earth together, and that what I breathe, you eventually breathe, So anyway, think about that. Get back to me. Thumbs up, like, and subscribe only if you like it. Have a terrific week. Love y'all. Okay, bye-bye.